Now, a lot of things happened in that last video. The Third International put socialists in power in Germany. Now, there's still a small authoritarian democracy that still exists as Germany inside of Europe. It's a very small state, though, and they still have a bunch of control over all sorts of overseas territory. We have Japan starting to really expand in Eastern Asia as no one else is really over there to kind of stop them. And the Ottomans lost a whole bunch of power, I think, willingly. So the Middle East looks just as divided as ever before. I am forgetting to mention Oman and Yemen are here. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. It is totally possible that the Ottoman Empire does not satisfy all of these puppets. They might be forced to release some of them. I think something really exciting is about to go down. So this is going to be a point of focus in this video. I think a lot of regions, I think, that are outside of maybe the norm, like Western Europe or North America, I don't think they're going to be the focus point of where key tension is going to rise. I've been saying for a while, I think La Plata and Brazil, it's destiny, man. They're going to go to war with each other. La Plata, all they have to do is walk one more province here to take La Paz and La Paz? Oh, there. Okay, well, never mind. There it is. There's the war right in front of us. So this is going to be big. It doesn't really matter who wins out of this, as long as the winner doesn't white peace and takes a ton of states away, tons of provinces away. And I think that's going to start to get the ball rolling here in Latin America. I think a lot of things are going to take place between, either Brazil kind of expanding out towards the north after they're done with La Plata, or if La Plata wins, well, I guess they'll be expanding up north too, and they're going to be a pretty big rival to the U.S., who is not even close to as powerful as they normally are, obviously losing Western U.S. territory, Dominion of Canada right here in the north. They don't like each other. I did predict, maybe, not necessarily predict, but I did make a mention that the U.S. could just form their own faction. They could just totally throw a curveball here and not join the Third International. I just need to call them that. I don't know why I call them something else. Anyways, I think that could be a possibility. They don't seem very interested in joining these guys just yet. It's a likely scenario, though. All the U.S. has to do is declare war on Canada, and they'll get the invite from France or the Union of Britain or whoever is the leader of the faction. Now, Kingdom of France, the actual France, and Ireland, they still exist, even though they're in the minority here in this part of the old world. They don't have as much power as they once did. Obviously, Germany's huge sitting here. If the Soviets win in Russia, which I don't think is going to happen. It's been going on all game. It's probably not going to happen. It did. Hey, I didn't realize that you guys did your own thing. La Plata's declared war on Chile. Probably the wrong idea, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Socialist Republic, is this Georgia? Yes, it is. Georgia's formed their own faction. Have they had their own faction? Well, we'll see if they kind of do something here, just south of the Caucasus Mountains. That would be pretty interesting, actually. Actually, can they? No. So I'm guessing all the nations that were released are also, authoritarian, just like the Ottoman Empire. Oh, the Ottoman Empire really dealing with, they've got social conservatives here, social liberals, social democrats. A lot of things happening here in the Ottoman Empire. While they are really trying hard to fight off and destroy Cyprus, they've been trying to grab that island for far too long, to be honest. It is not going too well for them. Okay, so whoa. So has the Dominion of Canada always been here coming back, or what? I'm wondering if Canada, Australia, the French in Africa, if they've just given up on Western Europe and now they're focused on keeping the Dominion of India alive. Did I call them India? I think I messed up, but okay. So how is it possible that they're still alive? Honestly, the only reason why they're still alive is because there's no way India is ever going to capitulate Canada or the Confederation of, the Caribbean Federation. Apparently, I've been saying confederation a lot. Confederation whenever I see federation. It's tough. There's a lot of big words that Drew just can't say very well, and and I think you guys know that. And here we go. So I didn't make this a big deal, but so Kingdom of Thailand is a part of. Ooh, they white pieced. Okay, so it didn't matter. And Dominion of India. Yep, they're back. They are somehow incredibly back. I had no idea. I just didn't put two and two together. The fact that, yeah, these smaller nations inside of India were going to be forced to take over Canada as well. They couldn't just take the Dominion of India out alone. So it looks like, surprisingly enough, the Social Democrats are going to take over in this subcontinent, which is going to keep the Entente strong. I thought that was a big point a few videos ago, the fact that the Entente just allowed India to collapse. I guess they technically didn't. I guess they didn't after all. So that's a pretty big deal. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so Kingdom of Thailand, right here, is at war with the former German, pretty much German puppets, or German territory itself. Thailand has a immediate border, and it looks like they're having quite a bit of success so far. We'll have to kind of view this. This is actually going to be really exciting. So just because we've got Japan and Mongolia that can immediately feed Indochina more troops, which I actually don't see. Bolivia took one state. Oh, okay. So that's going to be... Oh, yeah, here comes Japan. Yeah, or maybe Japan's also doing... They're also trying to take over a lot of Indonesian territory. Man, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be really, really cool to see Japan rise up here. Okay, so yeah, what happened to La Plata? Bolivia ended up gaining territory. Brazil pieced out too. Now, wait a second. Did a faction form accidentally? Not accidentally, but no, there wasn't. I figured there would have been something between Brazil, Bolivia, and Chile, which still exists somehow. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe there won't be any signs of aggression. There's white peace. We'll have to see what Brazil chooses to do. It's really in Brazil's hands. It was a white peace and I said that couldn't have happened. That should not happen if we were going to see some sort of power rise out of Latin America, but I don't think it's likely. So socialist Italy just took back Sicily, which is a big deal. I mean, a lot easier to attack the Kingdom of France if they only have to move. You know, I mean, that's nothing in terms of preparation time. That's like a week. It doesn't matter. That's a few days, and you're going to get some boats over there, and there could be a naval invasion, especially if they don't control the seas. I got to imagine that France or Spain probably have naval dominance here in the ocean. Actually, let me just check. Why not just check? No, they don't. Wow, that's really surprising. Oh, it's going back and forth. It's hard to say. Okay, so it depends. Obviously, the Entente are probably really invested in making sure that the Western Mediterranean is fully in their control. So it did seem like Germany was at war for a second against... Socialist Germany, I should say, was at war for a second against the German Empire. I don't know if they had some... I don't really know what happened. I don't know if maybe if it was the Entente. I think they might have surrounded the Entente, because I saw like little black dots rising out of Socialist Germany after they got released. And I don't know. Yeah. I got confused, but I think I understand now. I don't know. We'll see. Austria, and Austria is the other big one. Still trying to figure out what Austria is going to do, how they're going to have a big role in this. I don't think so. You don't have any friends, right? Southern India? I'll just call you Southern. You're basically just Southern India. You do kind of have a friend here, but they're not going to help you. It's too late, man. It is totally too late. I imagine that most of India... You know, surprisingly... Oh, yeah, you've got Ireland here that's helping you. Okay, so the Entente is somewhat helping. It's 1944, approaching 1945 quickly. Kingdom of Thailand is giving this territory up to Japan. Now, they declared war for who? That's the next question. Oh, never mind. I thought there was actually some progress being made there. No, nothing here. German. Okay, so Japan has declared war on Germany. I don't see how you're ever going to get to Germany, though. Yeah, you're not gonna ever get there. I don't really know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I bet you we will see a second German faction versus the Third International War if this territory remains, just because the socialists from Western Europe are going to want to completely divide up the world or take that territory for themselves. They could take it for themselves, I think, while they can also just release that stuff. I think it's more likely that they just release it as its own independent nation to remove, you know, the authoritarian hold over parts of all around the world, I guess. So that is definitely a possibility here. How is this going? So I've been checking on these the casualties. 81,000 to 94,000 out of the war leaders at the very least. Wow, Caribbean Federation has really invested a lot here. Commune of France lost 90,000. I mean, I just say that because the Caribbean Federation is not very big. Kingdom of France also losing quite a bit. And then there you go. Germany, the Socialist Germany has already lost 31,000. So they also have been trying their hardest. Bam! So look at this control that Japan now holds. So this is what I'm starting to feel. Especially as Germany loses more territory over kind of the South Pacific region. I think that we could see Japan go after the Entente, which would be huge. I don't know if the Third International could maybe get something going. Laplace has declared war on Bolivia, so they're going to try that once again. That seems to kind of be the case. If they're successful and if they do declare, or kind of white peace, not really white peace, if they take territory from Germany here, I think it's very, very possible that Japan just goes after Australia. Australia is going to call the Entente in, and then they're going to be forced with a very kind of almost ironic, similar war where Canada has to defend on two different sides. Ooh, okay, so there it goes again. Okay, so Brazil will not lay down. They're going to try it again. I don't know why they were forced to white peace at first. Peru now doesn't like them. La Plata doesn't like them. Brazil, this is your time, man. This is your time to get some stuff going. I don't know if you can get something going. Let me see what this line looks like. Obviously, Argentina isn't super ready. Yeah, they're not really ready. 2.7 million. 46 factories versus La Plata, who's at 54. Okay, so La Plata's at 0 manpower. So that's all we really need to look at. I'm actually curious to see what France, the Commune of France, 2.7, 286 factories. Holy crap. 109, but 4.17 million manpower for Socialist Germany. 150 factories, 5.45 for the Union of Britain. Wow. It's kind of incredible, though, that Ireland still stands, even though, like, let's look at Ireland. Ireland only has a handful of troops that are protecting this whole thing. That's terrifying, I think, for them. And I know that Ireland has invested a lot in the Dominion of India. This is going to be a really big win for them if they can get... I wonder if Burma's going to have a role. What is Burma? Burma seems to be, yeah, socialist for the most part. Yeah, I mean, for the most part. They don't like the Kingdom of Thailand, but I don't think they're going to cross Japan's faction. I doubt that. I'd like to see Siberia try something here. Siberia, do you want to try anything? Anything at all? No? Are you guys even pushing forward anymore? This line has been stuck there. So this reminds me of, this is like modern, I don't really say, yeah, I guess modern day Korean Peninsula, right? This line hasn't really moved. It has and it hasn't. I don't think that's the best example that Drew could have used, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's been an eternal war for at least a few, I don't know, almost a decade now into the game. It's approaching a decade. And there's just a lot of movement on the line. I don't see a lot of actual border change, though. Look at all this room they have up here in the north. I know that there's no VPs up here that they really could go after, but still, there's something that they could have tried. But they refuse to try even a little bit. Let's see what Germany has going on. So it looks like Germany obviously doesn't like the Baltic region, or the Baltic states, or I'm not necessarily the Baltic states, but Kingdom of Bohemia, Austria, they don't really like. Poland was the big one. So Poland, Poland's just authoritarian. So I'm wondering if they would join this former German Empire faction. It's possible. I think they would have to. They'd have to join something. They don't have to align also to their ideology, technically. Do they? No. No, I think it's harder that way. I don't know. I'm getting confused here. I think France is going to be... France is going to be going after the former German Empire here pretty soon. But anyways, guys, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to fast forward a little bit, see what other wars or peace deals happen, and we'll pick it back up in the next one. I really hope we also see more out of South America. I really think that continent could be a really interesting spot in its location, obviously, and it could obviously hold a lot of power for whatever faction it decides to join or form itself. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.